Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. We have our national champ, Jordan Markle. He's here to give you guys a nice little top 16 showcase from the Open event.
Yep.
And this is the VA Regional, so he's played Dragon Ball, and as you can see, we got the Shiny Judge promo Gogeta, so you guys already know what he went through. So talk about your day, and we'll go through right into the deck profile.
So day one, I played, it was 4 rounds. Ended up going 3-1. Won my first 3. It was like Pan, Janemba. What's up, buddy? Pan, yeah. Pan, Janemba, and then a Kid Ku. No, it wasn't Kid Ku. It was Dende. And then last round, I played a Victory Strike Shenron. Sam he top 4'd AC just 2 weeks ago.
Sam, he's a little monster.
Yeah. So we went to game 3, but ended up taking it. So I top cut. I was AC. And then I lost in top 16 to a Kid Ku. Unfortunately, the draws just weren't there. I didn't see this guy.
Yeah, guys.
Didn't see this guy at all the entire match. So.
And that's the deck.
Yep. So it didn't work out too good for me, but still a good weekend.
No, still good.
Got my invite.
Got his invite, even though Bandai, what y'all doing? You were supposed to have it.
But anyway, it was a good time. Got some stuff, but
got some prize support, as in this mat, and some packs. We got some packs, and then the leader over here, which is cool.
Yeah,
one of the best leaders in the game, so not bad.
Definitely.
All right, guys. So we're gonna get
Here's
right
the
into
deck
it.
profile then. So obviously, Dragon Balls, search Dragon Balls, Shenron. Give something triple attack.
Basically.
Pretty good. So I got 3 Judge Gogetas. Shout out to Scott Dashie. Let me using them. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. This is your win con most games. Reset their hand to 3, give a triple attack, sometimes critical, and try and kill them.
Yep.
Usually works.
When you see the card.
Exactly. I played 2 of the 5-drop Gogeta.
Oh, I like him.
This is also like a win con sometimes, but it just like generates a lot of advantage. And I know against like Yellow Dende, you can also like put their stuff to the bottom of the deck, so they can't keep resummoning it. So this is just like it's just like a good board control card, and it builds your hand up. And sometimes you can steal games with it.
Good against Broly BR also.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I didn't see any of those. Like that was kind of the matchup I didn't want to play, but like I had some stuff that I could, maybe deal with it if I can get to the later turns.
Just don't have too many balls in life.
Exactly. Don't want that. I got 3 at all costs. Yeah, he's another win con for the deck. I won one of my top 16 games with it, but it's just a solid card. You can take 2 cards off life, give it triple attack, gains a power boost, and you can do the same thing, give it critical with 4-drop Shenron, triple attack. But just a solid card, and it's a piece for Gogetas.
Oh yeah.
I ran 2 of the 20K blue vanilla.
Okay.
So some of my ratios are a little like not weird, but
no, you could actually go over them.
Up.
Yeah. Go over your split.
I can pull them out actually. I ran 2 of this Vegeta.
Ooh, okay, now talk about him and why.
This one, well, I needed some yellow cards in the deck, so I always like this one just to have extra yellow cards for like battering Nimbus, etc.
Absolutely.
It's obviously a piece for Gogeta, and this was actually a barrier blocker, so if I played against something like U7 Frieza, I can bring this out and it kind of like stalls him a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Or just a blocker in general, stops an attack. So it's utility. I played it a couple times, but like it's not that great. And on like offense, like it can burst 5, so sometimes you can like, if you need to, you can like burst 5, get some stuff in your drop. Yeah. If you're looking for like world peace target or something. Didn't come up too much, but it's an option.
It's still a play, yeah.
And then I ran 3 of the vanilla yellow, so that way I had like 5 blue, 5 yellow.
Ooh, nice. So guys, he ran 5 pieces. In my list, I only played 3 pieces of each, so I played a much lower count. His is more consistent, but again, you have to actually see the Gogeta.
You have to see the Gogeta. Gogeta might be a 4 after this.
Right.
Then I ran 4 objection.
Ooh.
Shout out to Daylon Mac for letting me use some foils.
He blinged them out.
Yeah, dude. Got some of the foils at least. Not all of them, but we got some of them.
Yep, guys, this is a 4 in this deck, for sure.
Objection, you want objection, turn 2 every game. You get to Gogeta turn faster, so you can do your plays on turn 4. And you can also world peace on turn 3 if you objection with your leader, and you're usually always awakened by turn 3, so yeah. I played 3 Weesis Coercion.
Ooh, nice.
It's just a solid negate. Untaps an energy. I just decided to run 3, and I ran 3 Senzu Bean. I was debating running 4 Whis, 2 Senzu Bean.
Okay.
Because I mean, you know, I like negates. I've always been heavy on negates. I just they're my thing.
I actually went for 4 negates and no Senzus in my list.
Yeah. So the reason why I was gonna do this was because like I'd rather have the negates against like Green Brawly and like other aggressive strategies. And these are like only used for offense usually.
Yep.
Just to untap energy on the offense to maybe like play another battering or something like that. So probably I should have went like this, but it was still good. 3-3.
Yeah.
And 2 battering laser. Whew. When you go in for your kill turn, you just, if they counter, you negate it. Card's gonna be banned soon. Had to run it one last time, you know, one last hurrah. But yeah, one of my favorite cards of all time.
Definitely. Guys, remember the Genyu format.
3 Flying Nimbus. I really like this negate. It helps against like Kid Coup. It helps against Green Brawly if they're going like super aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Going up the chain. Any little rush decks, like Scuffle Time, stuff like that. Like if people are playing a bunch of attackers. But no, Nimbus was awesome all weekend. I really liked it.
Nice. Kind of wish I had it.
I got 2 Shenron.
Okay.
In the main. I was trying to fit a 3rd, but I just could not find the room. And 2 worked out pretty well. Like if I needed it, I saw it, so I wasn't too upset with 2.
That's good. As long as you're able to see it.
Yeah, I saw it pretty well. I'd still like to try and fit 3, but it's just not a lot of space. So, but this card's like one of your key pieces. You just cycle so much that you see it.
Oh, so good.
And this guy, he also helps cycle.
Of course.
He's good for board resets, but he just draws 2 for 3 energy, which is pretty good.
Yep.
And then I did use the other effect one time to give something 10k. Like if you're going in your kill turn, a lot of times it's actually better just to give your dude 10k for 3 swings, like than drawing 2 cards. So you just do that if he's on board. But good card.
Definitely.
We got 4 of the super combo, standard super combo, Sparking 5. I don't warp my discard pile pretty much ever. I didn't warp my discard pile at all, except the Dragon Balls the entire weekend. So, but standard. I got 3 World Peace. You play for free off Shenron. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Get back whatever you need. Shenron Piece, Brunga, any of your utility pieces. Or if it gets late in the game, you can get a Gogeta. I ran 2 Dragon Radar. Not necessarily to pick up the world pieces, because a lot of times you don't really need to play more than 1 or 2.
No.
So if you see them, you're good. Usually I just use it early game, like turn 1, to just draw 2 more cards. You just 2 balls, draw 2 cards. So you just cycle through your deck faster, and that's why I was able to like run a little bit lower counts on some of the other stuff.
Yep.
And so I was pretty happy with 2. And then I opted to not run Super Dragon Ball.
Okay.
I ran just 7 regular Dragon Balls because the turn 3 play, you can actually play like 2 to 3 threats if you have like the Shenrons. If you have the Super Dragon Ball in your deck, you can only play 1 thing because you have to objection on 2, and then on your turn 3 you have to tap 2 for Super Dragon Ball. And unless you summon Shenron on tap 2 and then tap out again for something, you can't really play 2 things.
No.
And so I just found it like, I found it like against aggro, I just didn't want it, even though it's like plus.
Yeah, guys, it cost me a game.
Against Green Ball.
Yeah. So, what made you decide to just play all the Dragon Balls and not like 1/1-star? So on turn 1 you can just 1-star them. You don't do anything else.
How do you build
turn
up your drop area actually with this deck?
I just combo.
They don't attack
I actually just combo, or I just play things. Like sometimes World Peace is actually dead. I didn't really have anything to discard. Now I was trying to fit Fledgling Pan. That's like one of my favorite cards. Shout out to Zach. But
Yep, we had a good game. He dropped like 4 1-drops on me.
Yeah, I just formed the board.
but I just could not find room. So I just usually comboed stuff off. They're just hard casting. People kill stuff so that you can bring it back then.
Yeah,
it wasn't too big of a deal, but like 1-star just like didn't really do anything for me really. Like discarding 1 card, pitching one of my cards.
Energy for it.
Yeah, I just didn't want to tap the energy. I'd rather just like radar to draw 2. I don't know.
Seems plus. Rather go plus in hand.
Yeah, it didn't really affect me at all.
So your leader basically was generic when he awakened, so you weren't able to really get anything back.
Yeah, unless I comboed off something. Yeah, it's pretty generic. But so that was the main deck. That was the 50 main deck. And I got sideboard here. I got 2 Banisher Fu for the Brawly and Green Brawly matchup.
Oh yeah.
Didn't play Green Brawly, so I didn't slide it in. But it's good if I needed it.
Yep.
2 Crisis for the Kid Coup matchup and like any aggressive decks.
Nice.
Decided this in, did some work. Kills the 1-drop Kid Coup so they can't just keep getting value off of it. And they can't swing with like pans and stuff.
Oh no.
2 of those for Green Brawly as well, because Green Brawly was like probably my worst matchup, so I wanted to side heavily for it. So I had 4 cards in here for it. Seemed to work pretty well. 2 Bowman for the Janemba. I played 1 Janemba, so I sat these in, and I don't think I really needed it, but it can help.
Yeah, you probably ran right through them.
2 Striving for the Kid Coup matchup as well, or any aggressive decks. Came in top cut. It did help out.
Nice.
But just a solid card. The 3rd Shenron.
Interesting.
I couldn't fit the 3rd one in the main deck, so I sided it just in case. And I ended up siding it in a lot because I just wanted it in the deck.
Yeah.
I would, like, if it wasn't a deck I needed Pronga, I would just side out one of the Prongas and put this in.
Yeah.
Because Pronga's just like a draw too. I'd rather have like the draw one.
He's just better. You got a draw and you got so many other effects.
The effect is better than like 1 more draw. So. And I sided 1 of this.
Half.
I only had 1. I was gonna side 2, but I only had 1. I'm just like, oh, whatever. I'll just side 1.
Yeah.
Just to pop Path, you can roll piece it and pop Path and still do your play.
Yep. And then
so
cry.
yeah.
And he's double attack. I mean, double strike.
Double strike. Yep. In case you need it. And then I ran 1 Whis against Brawly, another Nimbus against Brawly. Just any negates against Brawly are just really good.
Yeah.
Just so you don't have to
let
pitch
you
your whole
stay
hand.
alive longer.
Yeah. And just like some aggressive matchup. I think I said this in against Kid Coup, so they can get a little aggressive. And then the 3rd Battering, if I knew they were playing a lot of negates. But yeah.
Nice.
That was the deck.
So overall, nice performance.
Yeah.
You know, again, Bandai, and hopefully next time you can actually give the national champion their invite. It's just advice, I think it would be appreciated.
I earned it at least this way, so
you had to do it just like the rest of us.
Yep. Won't have anybody, no naysayers.
Nationals wasn't earning it?
No, I guess not. Well, we earned it though. We earned it in the open. We earned it in the open. I wanted it for free, so.
Right?
But yeah.
But anyways, guys and girls, thank you for watching. And as always, this channel is all about you.